Okay, so this is the tutorial on how to edit text in After Effects for your videos. Inside your folder there's this other text template that I've made for you. So you're just going to open that up and inside After Effects. Okay, so here's After Effects. It sort of looks like Premiere just a little bit. Usually when you open it, it'll look like this, but right here there's a little checkerboard. It's for the transparency of the background, so if you're having a hard time seeing the text, you can just turn that off and on. So right now, all the text is white, and that's just because mainly it might look better on a lot of our videos if it's white. So like you can just leave it white, and then if there's any problem with the text, you can always just change the color over here. You know, here's the black or here's the white, but I found that white usually works the best. So we have to change the names. Okay, so right now, it's for the Roxburgh group, so I'm just going to click and highlight. So up here's all your tools. Here's the text button. You just click on the text button, and you come over here, and you can see how, on your cursor, it'll change from this look, and then when you get onto text, it actually changes to like a highlighted text. Then you click, and you can just highlight. So we're going to change Roxburgh group to City Creek Mortgage. And then underneath we're going to change the name to Mortgage Mike. Okay, and then you just click off of that. So I usually go up to the arrow tool and you just click. So right now nothing, it looks really weird, and you get this big red bar here, and if you read it, it says that the caps lock is on. So if you uncheck, like on your keyboard, there's a little caps lock button, hit the caps lock and it'll refresh itself. Okay, so after you have all this, all the motion and everything is already done for you. I've already done all the animation, so all you have to do is just change the words to whatever you need it to say. Either if it's a phone number, if it's a title, if it's a name, if it's stats, or anything that you want to highlight in the video. So yeah, it's already done for you. And then I just uncheck this so that it goes back to the transparency. That's right there. It's the toggle transparency grid. If you can't find it, it'll be up in your window pane. So right now we just have to export it. So usually go to File, Export, Add to Render Queue. So you click on that, and then it'll give you something like this. Like I have a bunch of other ones that have already been exported, but you most likely won't have all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll just have the one. But I've used this one so many times that it just keeps compiling. So like you just want to use the most recent one at the bottom, and then so right now, like, you just have to set the output of where you want to save it to and what you want to name it. Okay, so like you just find a place where like you're going to save it. I'm just going to save it to the desktop right now. We're going to call it Mike's Text or something, just anything you want to name it as, and then it's always like a .mov. So you just hit save, and it hasn't exported yet. All you did was set to where it's going to export and what it's going to export as. Okay, so then you're going to click on lossless, and then so right here where it said lossless, and you're going to change the channels to RGB plus alpha. Okay, so the plus alpha is what's going to make it export with transparency. Like if that's not selected, it'll put either a white or black or the red background behind it. So the alpha is important. So then you hit OK, and you come up here to best settings, and here's the quality is best. That one's already done. It's already on full. Like size is at full HD. It's at 23.976 frames per second, which is what we normally shoot everything at. It's the same as in Premiere as what we make our other files at. Looks like everything else is good, so you just hit OK, and then you just come over here and hit render. So it'll sit here and render for a while, and when it's done, it'll usually make a bing. There it goes, and it's all done. So now if you look at your desktop, it's sitting right there. Okay, and then you just import this into Premiere just like your other files, and then you just move it around with the scale and all the motion, and you're done.